Easy people, nice things here. You can see I've got my headphones on, so I'm serious. This one is going to be probably a couple of series of these, and these are all about advanced techniques that I've observed on the Akai Force. And the reason why I was doing this is in September 2020, so things may change, probably for the better, hopefully pretty soon. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. And it was because I was starting to observe about competition and what this has as an advantage over other things, other like groove boxes, standalones. I call them standalones. And especially some new competition by Machine, which is interesting. It's interesting. And it got me thinking when I was looking at it, and I was like, all right, there's a couple of things that this does even better than the MPC does it. So for this one, what I will say is, again, I don't know when the update comes, but I might mention things I imagine would be good to have in that. And also I might mention things I'd like to see, because I've noticed some issues and I don't know if they've still been resolved. I know they got one what I was on about the zoom and edit, but there's a couple of ones what are still there in 304, which is the one what I'm using now, 304. So with that said, I'm going to show you how fast you can do a remix and put something together. I'm not going to, like I said, the reason why I say this is advances, things which, like for Akai Force users, may or may not be obvious, I'm not going to mention, because, and if there's something you saw me do and I didn't mention it and you want to know, just ask in the quotes. But otherwise, here we go. So what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a load of drum kits. So I'm going to go advanced and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to do 7 drum kits, because then I can just have everything on here just for ease of hassle. So 7 kits. Right. Second thing I'm going to need to do, and do you know what I should have done? I should have gone into that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go up here, plus sign. Go out there. I'm still going to have 7. Yeah, no. That's the only way you can do it. I wasn't quite sure, but that's fine. That's fine, as long as I'm on the air. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put all of these into subs. What would be nice is if you could select more than one at a time somehow, and then just be able to change where the routing went. Like, I don't know, press something like select and then highlight all of these in one go and then do them. That would be nice. But anyway, I digress. So I'm going to put all of these to sub 1. Is there a quicker way? Nope. Yep, you just have to do it. Some things, I admit, like the step sequencer for automation, which is amazing. But even though there's ways and techniques of making it reasonably speedy, it's not that particularly fast. Okay, so we've got enough. We've got all of these in subs now. So, and what I mean by step sequences, I mean this thing. Where is it? Well, I haven't got anything on, but that thing. There's some things were like amazing, where the automation control is above anything I've seen. It's quite sophisticated, but I digress. That'll be in another thing, unless I do it in here. So I've got me blank drum kits, and I'm going to load them with kits now. So oh no, I'm going to do one more thing as well while I'm here. Let's see, 8. So I've done 7, but I want all of these, so I'm going to delete 1. And this last one I'm going to make in an audio. Okay. Right, I'm going to name that, because I'm here now. I'll just call it Vox. And I should do the outing of that as well. I wonder, can I route it from here? No. So I'll route that to 1 as well. So they're all on 1. Cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load all of these with kits. Populate them, as they say. Because it's going to, just for the ease of hassle, I'm going to use rap, because rap is atonal. Atonal meaning it's not in a particular key. Most raps are anyway. That's not all true with all kits. And in fact, the rap what I'm going to use, he actually sings a bit, but you get the idea. Like I say, I tried to do this quite fast, and I'm talking at the same time. If I didn't talk, then it would be enlightening. It'd be speedy, but you might not see certain things. For speed, I'm going to randomly choose kits here. So I've turned off auto. I'm just going to randomly choose a couple of kits. I'm going to choose 7 kits. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 that was, and 7. So let's just check that. Yeah, everything's got a kit on it. Right, great. So next thing I'm going to do is do me sample. So clear that off. I'll go me acapella and samples, and there's my sample. Load that in. Load. Look at that clip. Let's select it to make sure it's coming. That's right. That's all right. So the only thing I want to do is I want to line that up. So I'll do me 1 and 5 trick. So let's go line that up. So we'll do that with a loop. So I'll go with loops. Get out of there. Yeah. Do a bit forward. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I. So it starts on I. Okay. So the only thing you want to make sure of is that you know the BPM, because this doesn't always get it right. What I want to see really is better reading of stuff like this, of material. That's what I'd want to see, because the accuracy of this and the algorithm, I'll be honest, the algorithm for this isn't the best. Anyway, it was I.
Do it, homie, it be done. Now I'ma let the spot hit. Do it, homie, it be done. Now I'ma let the spot hit.
Let's go back to 5, just to make sure we're hitting in the bar.
Let the champagne bottle pop. Do it, homie, do it, homie, it be done. Now I'ma let the champagne bottle pop. I'ma take it to the top. Show, I'ma make it hot, baby.
Yeah, that sounds alright, right? So the only other thing what I'll do is I'll move that loop back so that I've got it right at a nice beginning, and I'm going to just trim that. And the reason why I'll trim that is then it'll be the perfect loop without that mush in there, and it doesn't matter the end of this mush as well. So I've trimmed that. So then the only thing I need to do now, because I'm going to do a remix, a quick remix. This is all prep, obviously. Like I say, and I'm going to stop saying this because it's too obvious, but I will say it. If I wasn't speaking, I would have done half of this already. But I am speaking, and that's why we're here now. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that once. And I'm going to make sure that it's selected on here. And then I'm going to make this legato. So the reason why I'll do that and keep that one as normal by showing you select and that, and I'm showing you this, and that's legato. This one starts always, this one resets. So this one will reset, but this one will play from wherever it's playing. So it won't really matter. It'll play from wherever it's playing. So the top one will reset, but this one will play from wherever that song is at that time. And that means if I do this and I press copy, I keep my finger down on copy, I keep my finger down on the pad. And this is another tip. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do any of that. What you do is you keep your finger down on this and it'll do that same function because your finger's down on that. So if I press that, I can copy that. The reason why that's gone red is because I'm in launch at the same time as this. So, yeah, I'll just do 4. I'm going to do 8. So I'm going to come out of launch momentarily. I could do a 2-finger job here to tell the truth. I go like that to launch, and then I can go to copy. And that now, oh, good Lord, yeah. And that now should be in copy mode. No, and you have to press launch out. So I'm launched out. So I'll go like that, copy, and I'll do that. So I've got 8 of these. What I could do, and I will do, that's my main one. Yeah. So what I can do is I can, oh yeah, I'll go to matrix, and then again, slightly more advanced thing. I can keep my finger on that, and I can change the settings and that. So what I want to do is change the color. So I'm going to make that, no, that, I don't know what color that is at the moment, canary. See, while I'm here as well, I'm going to call that main. So that's the main. And I'm going to select these ones by just pressing select. And change these, and I'm going to call that legato. So I've got my main and I've got my legato, and it's always good for this because it preps you. So if you name all these and you prepped, what I imagine would be good is, I imagine if they have a arranger, you'll already be prepped that you will have all the information of whatever is on each of these pads recorded into the arranger. And then if you were to export that, I imagine, to something like Ableton, you wouldn't only have the clips, but you'd also have the tracks. Interesting. So anyway, I digress. So because I've named that now, I'll select it again. Obviously there's no music at the moment because we're talking, and sometimes you just have to demonstrate stuff. So I'm going to copy that and copy over them because they're the same thing. So it's just easier to do that, and I've renamed them all. So now I've just renamed them all. I'll go to Matrix, and there we go. So I've got my main thing, and I've got my legato. If I press this one's a different color. So just in case, I'm like, oh, right. Just in case I get confused and say, well, what's that? These are all the same. These are legato. That's cool. So this will play from wherever it is unless it resets. So that's reset. But if I go, it's going to keep going. If I go here, still going. Still going. Doesn't really matter where I press. What's good about that is it means wherever I'm making on here, this is not going to be affected. One of these were legato. I don't know which one because I just heard it there. Because it repeated, so let's have a look which one was not legato. Let's see. That's legato, that's legato, that's legato, that's legato. Maybe I hit that one. That's it. Just check. Right, okay. Oh. Right. So, okay, well, that's obviously a fault. I'm going to keep all this in so that we see. So if that happens, that's a bug.
I'ma take it to the top. Show, I'ma make it hot.
I do say that to say this as well. 15 minutes, good Lord, and we haven't even done any music, but it's worth doing. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to break this down into 2 bits. 15 minutes. No music, but just talking. Fair enough. All right, then. Catch you soon. Peace.